Welcome back to Movie Health Community, the internet's unofficial first source of health warnings at the movies. Please keep in mind that no information shared by Movie Health Community is medical advice, and none of it has been reviewed by any medical professionals. Dumb Money is the movie adaptation of the GameStop shorting scheme in 2021. This has got to be one of the fastest turnarounds I've ever seen from a historical event to the movie adaptation of it. Obviously, the first question at Movie Health Community is this movie safe? The answer is, most of it is. There are 3 moments of strobe effects in this movie, and they can all be predicted if you know what to look for. So here's what to look for. The first strobe effect is at a press conference where there are cameras flashing from all directions. That happens immediately after 2 women have a conversation about getting into a bathtub, and it only lasts a few seconds. The second instance is emergency vehicle strobe lights off in the distance at night, and that happens right at the end of a scene taking place in a college lecture hall. Finally, the third instance is a cloud with lightning striking in it. That happens right near the end of the film as 2 men get ready to run a foot race. So for flashing lights, we're giving this movie a 4 out of 10. Moderate to heavy caution on those 3 moments. The rest of it is safe. Then as for mental health warnings, the R slur is used a few times. There is a gross out gag where you don't really see it, but they talk about human urine and show something having to do with it. And then there's a part where somebody throws something at a window that may or may not be feces. Now, is this movie any good? I've heard a lot of people call this movie The Big Short for Gen Z. That's kind of accurate, but this movie doesn't quite take as many creative liberties with the style as The Big Short does. It's pretty much just a straightforward narrative, but it is good. The trailer, I have to say, that trailer probably has the most cursing I've ever heard in any trailer. But the movie doesn't have it at quite that rate. It's not like a Wolf of Wall Street or anything. But this movie did a really good job making you sympathize with the plights of all the poor people trying to use the stock market to make some money that everybody needs for one reason or another. And it also did a really good job painting the billionaires as the villains that they are. Some of the lighting could have used some work, especially in scenes taking place in Paul Dano's basement. But I get why you would want that to be poorly lit. It just doesn't quite work for a movie. And then what is the deal with Clancy Brown showing up in all these unexpected places this year? He showed up unexpectedly in John Wick 4. He showed up unexpectedly in the first episode of Ahsoka. And now he showed up unexpectedly in this. So, hey, more Clancy Brown is a good thing in this world. So because of the inevitable comparisons to The Big Short that this movie's going to draw, I have to say that The Big Short probably still is the better movie. But I'm going to give Dumb Money a B+. It's very entertaining. It's very educational and informative on how things actually went down and how they have affected and will continue to affect us today. Thank you so much to our followers on Tumblr and Facebook who read our stuff every day, and an extra special thanks to our patrons over on our Patreon page, whose names are scrolling across the screen like credits right now. I know I say it all the time, but I really mean it. We couldn't do this without you guys. We would like to see some more people participating on Patreon just because, like I said, we are the internet's unofficial first source of information on health warnings at the movies. Most movies, if you Google them and look for epilepsy warning or strobe warning, Movie Health Community is going to be either your first result or one of your first results. Make sure to leave a like on this video, leave a comment below if you have anything to add, especially if you disagree with anything that's been said here. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, and stay safe at the movies.